In this video, I'll be backtesting a couple order flow strategies over the course of a week from the 23rd to the 2nd. And I'll also be documenting them on this journal here where I'll show you my full performance or from the strategies that I backtest. Some things I should note is that I'm only going to be trading on the start of the open. So like the first few hours of the open of the New York session. Quite a bit of selling here below this previous lower day. Not sure.
Order filled.
Try it long here.
Order placed.
The reason for this long is I'm seeing a bunch of selling below this lower day and then more selling, but the price isn't pushing lower. We're holding it at the moment, and so I'm gonna try a long and target back up to this high here at the 86s.
Order placed.
See if that can get swept. What I'm looking at here is the break below this lower day, bunch of selling steps in. We're failing to push lower, and so I'm liking that at the moment. I can see a bunch of negative delta here. Okay, it's a pretty nasty rejection of the 85s there. I was going for these highs up here, this liquidity up, so resting above these swing highs, but I don't know, it might not take it.
Order cancelled.
Yeah, stopped out there. Trade definitely could have worked. I do like the analysis with it, except just didn't have the strength to continue higher. I'll log that and then we'll move on to the next trade. What I'm going to be looking at is the first 2 hours of the market open, and so far it's been about the first hour and a half. Because we're basing out here, if we see the price try to continue lower, but fail to continue lower and reclaim back up into this range, I would like to look to go long, targeting these 55s, which is just where that large delta was. We'll see what happens here. Had a bid just filled there.
Order filled.
Might try it long there, but my stop loss at the 33.
Order placed.
833.50, sorry. I'll give it a couple points of breathing room, and I'm targeting these 55s up here.
Order placed.
It's quite an ambitious trade. Might take a couple entries to try time it right, because I am trying to pick a bottom of this whole move, but what I'm seeing is price start basing out here after a bunch of selling has stepped in, and we're not really continuing lower from it. Instead, we're starting to like find support here, and with about 3 points of risk at the moment.
Order placed.
Make it a bit more. I'll give it some breathing room because I'm trying to, like I said, bottom tick and move.
Order cancelled.
Okay, we got stopped out there. I want to see the reaction of this. If we can reclaim back up into this range above like these 37s, I wouldn't mind re-entering this. Okay, I never got a re-entry on that. That kind of sucks. I got bottom ticked out on that thing. Yikes. Guess I didn't give it a tick of enough room. That's why when trading reversals, you can't really have too tight of a stop loss. I tried to give it breathing room, obviously didn't give it enough. Okay, well there's target. That's the trade there. Oh, that sucks. All right, I'm moving on to the next day. But before I do, I just want to explain the setup. It's called my reversal strategy, and I'm still backtesting it until seeing what works, what doesn't. But normally if there's a strong sell-off or strong rally and it's been going for quite a while, I look for the price to start basing out. And it's got to do it on like a 5-minute time frame. You've got to see a couple 5-minute candles going next to each other, or just a very clear consolidation with large selling that isn't making price go lower, that isn't pushing it lower. And that's what I saw here. I had this range identified. The price pushed out of it with more selling, and then we started to reclaim back up into it. So I entered long. I understood that I am trying to catch the bottom of a move, and so I had a wide stop loss. I didn't put it right below this low. I had it a bit below, but obviously not wide enough. I got bottom ticked out here, and then it ripped up to my target. Pretty unlucky, but that's essentially what the strategy is. Okay, here's the open of the next day. Let's see what we have. Very large negative delta outlier here. That's a red bar. Something I'm looking at. Okay, something I could be interested in here is a long. Based off my new higher strategy, You see how, if we get rid of this, the market moved up and then just immediately went lower. It's a V-shaped reversal almost. This is a 10-second chart, and so on the 5-minute it looks more V-shaped. But when it has like a V-shaped reversal like this, given the context is right, I look for to take a long right now up to get a new high. And the context is very bullish, and so I've got a clear area here that I'd like to see the market pull back to, which is just where these sellers got absorbed, as well as that delta outlier was right here at these, right here at the 49.75s. There's volume building here. We had a sharp drop, a bunch of selling stepped in, and now we're sort of holding. We're building volume.
Order filled.
I like this here to try a long. Stop loss will be 6 points
Order
lower,
placed.
low below the seller.
Order
I like
placed.
how we held that delta outlier. And target will be probably up here at these 75s.
Order placed.
I'll get a look at what a good target would be for this. A bunch of volume here at the 75s, just basically where these big buyers were. If I had runners, I would take the runners up to the new high, but I see the 75s as a potential area if the market gets up to it as resistance, and so have that as my main target.
Order cancelled.
This target there. But basically what this strategy is, and we'll see actually if it does get it, the new high. Yeah, okay, so could have targeted a new high, but so what the strategy is a new high strategy where the market is established a clear direction for the day, and it did it here, and then we just sort of suddenly pull back, and it's not a reversal, it's just like a strong pullback. I now look for an area that I could long to go to get that new high, and this was a very clear area where sellers got absorbed on this move higher. We can see by this large red bubble, and so as the price went into it, we held it again. I saw buying start to step in, so I entered long right here, stop loss at the low, and I targeted the 75s, which was where these buyers got absorbed up here, but it did eventually get that new high. Okay, here's another day, another open. Yeah, if I see reason to, I might hit market long, targeting up these like 45s, quick scalp, but we'll see if it wants to do it or not.
Order filled.
Try it long here. Stop loss
Order
below the
placed.
lows, targeting 45s,
Order placed.
just above these sort of swing highs here.
Order cancelled.
Took a stop on that one, and we're just pushing lower now. That's all right. What I would really want to see is it sweep these lows down here, because I'm seeing aggressive selling not show follow through like it has been this whole time. You see aggressive selling, price move lower, but now we're basing out with aggressive selling. And so what I want to see is price try to continue move lower but fail. And if I can see that, I look to hit the market long. Okay,
Order filled.
I'm gonna try a long here. I'm gonna put my stop loss down at these 72.
Order placed.
About 6 point stop loss.
Order placed.
6 points is the most I want to do with the amount of size I'm trading, which is one contract, because
Order placed.
that is $300, and $300 is around where I like to risk consistently. So yeah, might have to re-enter on this. We'll see. I only say that because it's really, you want to see like a clear move down and then a clear move back up into it. And this is, although there's a bunch of selling here, that is clear, but the move down is pretty small, right? So we'll see what happens here.
Order placed.
To the 74s. And yeah, you can probably broaden this range now to look like that. So chances are we wick out here again.
Order cancelled.
Okay. So it did end up stopping me out there. Do we continue lower, or do we reclaim back up into this range? That's what I want to know now. But you see how this is more of a clear attempt lower? Like price is clearly trying to push lower here. Here's like sort of just wicked below this previous lower day, but here's a clear attempt lower. That's more like what I want to see. And the main reason I entered on this was because the amount of selling that there was that failed. That wasn't a bad entry, it was just could be a mistimed entry.
Order filled.
In here, we've got some buying stepping in. These sellers getting absorbed down there.
Order placed.
4 points of risk. No, 5 points of risk. I said it right. Gonna target the
Order placed.
threes. Same target as before. What I want to see now is us above these 85s. If we get above these 85s with more aggressive buying stepping in, then I have high conviction of these 903 target trading.
Order cancelled.
Yeah, there we go. So that trade just took a re-entry to make it work, even though this entry was still valid. The re-entry, I just mistimed it, and that's the thing with these reversal strategy. It has a lower win rate because you're reversing the main market move. It's lower win rate, but it can be high reward. If I had runners on this, I would likely target back up to this area of large selling, up at the 925s. But the main target here are these 903s for me, which is based off of just this buyer being absorbed on the way down. Okay, I'll document those two trades as well as this one that I took earlier, and then move on to the next day. Okay, here's the last sort of session I think I'll trade. Okay, another large buyer order here, I can mark. What I could look for here is my new high strategy. Actually, it's a very sharp drop from this main uptrend. I'm buying, attempting to step up here at the 35s.
Order filled.
Try it here, holding these 35s. Stop loss below the lows.
Order placed.
What I'm seeing here is we tried to drop lower, but we bounced, and a bunch of buying just stepped up here. You can see it by these lots, 127 lots, 116 lots. And same over here, I can see on the delta. You can actually see it on here as well. Positive delta in that area. So far, it's still holding this delta at the 35s quite well. Look at that perfect hold of it there. So
Order cancelled.
yeah, there we go. There's the new high taken. So for this trade, I always look for a main trend to be established. And I mean, this is pretty clear. Right from market open, we just rallied higher and higher. And we had a very clear pullback here, very sharp pullback where it just rallied higher and then pulled back. There's no chopping up here. There's no sideways action. It's just a very sharp pullback. And what I look for on that is for it to pull back to an area of interest and have this clear delta outlier at the 35s. You can see this by this blue line here, clearly bigger than all the rest, very large positive delta there. And you can see it clearly here by this green bubble. I look for the price to hold. And right here, we held it. We dropped below it, the 35s here, really quickly. Pulled back up above it. And then some buying started stepping in on this minor pullback here. Stop loss at the lows down here. And got that new high. Okay, so here's the summary for my backtesting session. See, I logged all my trades in here. We had 3 winners and 4 losers. And one of these trades could have definitely been a winner. Remember, I got bottom ticked out on that trade that worked out really well, but that's all right. We can see the strategy that I've inputted in here. I just had reversal, new high, new low, and range reclaim. Didn't end up using the range reclaim one. Show some of my stats, my largest win, largest loss, and up here I can see what strategy actually was the best. You can see reversal strategy. Like I said, it's a low win rate strategy. Despite this reversal strategy having 4 losses and one winning trade, it still profited $600. That goes to show why risk reward is really important as well. You can see my average loss was $200 and average win was $1,000. And so pretty good risk reward. Average risk was risking $220. If I come over to the monthly overview, first day, 2 trades worth losses. Second day, 1 trade, 1 winner. 3 trades, I think 2 losses, 1 was a win. And this last trade here today. 43% win rate across all the strategies this week. And 3 winning days, 1 losing day, but 7 total trades. But I had 4 losing trades and 3 winning trades. So definitely could have been a better week. With that bottom tick, I'm still pissed. But oh well. It's a great visual here, seeing all my stats and whatnot. I can see that new high, new low was definitely my most profitable strategy for that week anyway. And it says a little one-liner down here, your best performance trading new high, new low in an uptrending market. So yeah, that's actually quite good to see. I should look for more of those. I'm still learning myself. I'm still back testing these strategies as well to try to get this data myself, but I thought I'd just record one of my sessions that I do and put it here to YouTube and show the results of it. Good session. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.